how deep it goes. But in your hands with source in sight, you optimize, you craft the right. From kernel to shell, the stack is yours with T2 Linux, the power.
Good morning, everyone. Yochi and everyone. Yes, we will see. Maybe in summer, if it's because it's some digital attic here, maybe with rising temperatures, maybe we always need to do night streams to survive this globally climate crisis challenging times. I could have done this without live stream, but yesterday I filed a Git report. Look what amazing community we built. I filed yesterday some patches not applying, and these are the new T2 users developers, right? And Andre is like, yeah, this here things. It's like, yeah. So I could sit here now alone, but we could also sit here together to maximize multitasking. So basically now we need to follow Andre's instructions and fix all the things I had here reported yesterday. For that, to maximize multitasking, we best use the time to build even more, because this is a result of I tried to test build as many packages as possible, and to my surprise a lot of things built more than expected. Why am I so surprised? Because we upgraded GCC, and GCC 16 is more strict, and we patched or required some things. So the more non-standard, the more exotic, the more contributing, the more small little tools and stuff, the more usually breaks. So I was positively surprised that thousands of packages build. And now thanks to 9950X3D 20% faster. That is, and T2 is our ultra. That's why I also could delay buying a new CPU so long, because we made T2 build so embarrassingly parallel that my previous systems were just so much more usable. But that's the difference. Previously it took probably 2 days to build as much as possible because it was serialized building. Now T2 Ultra parallel just build all the stuff and like load 200, load 300, let's epic thread rip through the stuff. And so basically my first build of 2,000 or so packages was like, or maybe even 3,000 test builds was like in 2 hours at night, right? Okay, so to maximize multitasking, also cheers, morning coffee. Hot. To maximize multitasking, let's continue in parallel to build as much more as possible. For that we need to first resize this, because I run out of disk space. Turns out 80 gigabyte. Which of those is it even? HDB systemd maybe? The namings here a little bit nabbed from our December making all systemds. Woke up early and did some patches. Yes, that's so amazing. I love it. You can do this more often. Here, this one. What is it? QEMU or yeah? Is it resize? The syntax here: image name and size. Okay, that image name, and so 80 is not enough. I got 160 G image resized. Okay, amazing. Let's build some more while we work through Andre's instructions. Yeah, this will probably take a bit. So yeah, we removed this yesterday. This is just now. But previously, this is also all the details been improved, right? This was confusing, even me. Previously, our init ID would this is the stuff if we dog food our own stuff every day from the Steam Deck to the data center. Yeah, this we time out here 2 times. It's only because I deleted the partition because I needed more space. And good morning, everyone. Let's see. Yeah, I need to experiment. Like, so going forward, I mean, not only so as I said, June will be killer. We have so many things to do, you all. It will be crazy. Plus, like, I never like this attic here is way too, you know, already long-term subscribers know this digital attic is unbearable in summer. I need to think how we survive this summer, and especially June. I'm not even like theoretically. Some people want me in Italy for RISC-V conference. I'm not even. I said before I probably will be there. I'm not even. I mean, after I got Ilya for this stupid Linux App Summit. In what is it, something with Bologna. Yeah, theoretically they want me there, but man, time is. The thing is, people are like, yeah, why don't you just go to this conference? Like, I need to clone, I need to copy myself. Anyway, I'm not even sure if I really should go there. It's way too much time and overhead. It's maybe we don't go there. But comment below. Should we? Would you? Especially the thing is, hey, please come to us. It's not like traveling costs are still on me, right? Like, so now we have, all right, we need to better FS file system, better, oh wait, we need to partition resize also. Extend that resized right has been altered, thinking just better FS file system resize. So the syntax wasn't there, but was it this? Yes. You know, I would expect, I don't know, like some of these modern commands, I don't know, you all. Somehow I'm not a friend of this modern command stuff. Yeah. But it is what it is. Also, I hate that it doesn't print. Like, this is so much usability. Like, so somehow BetterFS is amazing, except when it is full. But like, there are so many usability things in this thing here. Even like with previous command, it's silly. And even here, like to Max, I was like, to check what is the size now. I mean, hey, we could do this twice. And he's like, yeah, we could do this twice. It's like, I would expect this to say here like 159 gigs, but Linux Foundation and Facebook developers. Okay, so while we apply patches and work through the stuff, let's just build as much as possible. Can T2 install? I think the last time I did. So previously I test built some chunks of KDE star, or did I have GNOME star? Maybe I did GNOME star. How many successful builds do we even have? $3,300, so over 50% of our packages build. Yay! Of course, ideally all should build, and I said like when I did Rock Linux, when I was a Rock Linux stable release maintainer, I got all of our 1,900, like so 25 years ago when we had 1,900 instead of 6,000 packages, I was sitting a whole week, 40 hours or so, or maybe even 60 hours patching every day, and I got from like for Rock Linux 2.0 or so, I got all of the packages on x86 built except like less than 20. 17 or whatever, and this was so that was even like 25 years ago, like 2001. This was such abundant. Also, like after working a whole week for free as usual, I was like, YOLO. The last 15, 17 whatnot packages, YOLO. Maybe we should implement if someone is bored, maybe we should implement something like that or that or whatever. But currently we don't. Maybe we should. I mean, not that normal people would use it. They would only misuse it, but... So, T2 inst a little bit. This sucks a little bit. So this, of course, does not try to rebuild the... This will not rebuild the installed packages. This only try to rebuild previously broken, or some of the stuff wasn't even tested because I did run out of space. I mean, maybe even some builds are now broken because maybe even some builds have wrong metadata registered because, as you've seen yesterday, my BetterFS run out of metadata space. So, but it is what it is. It's still like build as much as possible while we apply patches. So let's apply patches on Snapdragon. Okay, let's do this later. Don't need to change password live on YouTube. So here's our Snapdragon VM, our ARM. We could also we could start like we usually. Okay, let's turn on data. Let's first do updates and then unraise patches. I guess this morning time is not the most popular. Yeah, we have dear package, so that what currently already T2 inst category like KDE/star does work, but at least I think so. But that's relatively hard coded. I guess we want to support WildStar matching, wildcard matching in package name, and so maybe even like T2 inst Qt6 star, like maybe we should support this, and then for repository too, but so wait, this is yes, this is the right one. I mean, I could file a GitHub issue. Okay, so that Ryzen is busy. That will probably sooner or later result in a load of 200 or 300 because as much as possible is being built in parallel. If, yeah, some stuff like maybe that's GCC 16, Zarsi, okay, we don't have that. We have this, it's just not installed. Wait, did I not do that here? Then data. Data is already. What do we have here? Oh, I see. You start data and that is the thing, right? While you enjoy your day, other people continues 24/7 open source development here. Oh, intro, oh, packaging, yes. Nice. Oh, it's Node.js? Seriously? Oh, it is. The kernel's get3 has been so noisy these days with RT. Get class revamped alternative efficient ways. Alternative efficient ways. Is this your job? Yes, of course. Do you think I do this for fun? You have so silly questions. Here, my job. We probably should revamp our website a bit more again. We probably should. Here, my job. Here, my job. Here, my Linux distro. That's what people don't see, right? They think all the Linux distributions are for free and stuff, and good morning. And that's what people don't see, right? That it's a full-time job. And then KDE and GNOME come and it's like, we need our own distributions. It's like, yeah, you guys don't, like, you're so naive. You don't know how much. I would also say KDE and GNOME, I mean, you could always argue they learn how to distribution and that makes KDE and GNOME better. But I would argue KDE and GNOME distro are a complete waste of time because it's so much overhead that time they'd better use to fix their KDE and GNOME things. And have I contributed to Scan maintainer, most least update tree, to be honest? Have you contributed to Scat or any other scheduler? No, I haven't. Scheduler was never particularly interesting to me, but we will do. In general, I did not contribute to the Linux kernel the most because it mostly worked, and the things I would wanted different, they would have never done, like C++. And even from the over 30 patches that we sent since November, nearly half are still not even applied or on-site. One patch was applied now, gosh, nearly 6 months later. One patch, like that, and that trickles now through stable, the PCMCA. It's yeah, but also in general I'm not agreeing with Linux kernel development at all. It's totally, I learned so much the last 25 years, and the Linux kernel developers somehow learned so little. It was never my preferred choice to start with. I started a microkernel when I was 14, 15. Yeah, in retrospect, would I have a time machine, I would go and tell my past self with like, just do a microkernel, don't fall for this Linus hobby thing here of things. Okay, data here, updates here. This is even... Yeah, so the Rapology updates are super slow because Rapology is super slow, and then it doesn't help that now they... on top that Rapology is super slow, they have such a garbage data set that now they list 300 of up-to-date packages as out-to-date. So the slowest garbage API takes twice as long to give us even more garbage data. That is why this shit here is so slow. Early stream today. Hope you enjoy this. So we need to see how many I have a suspicion it's the super most successful time, but I wanted to work on this anyway. And otherwise, can we, what's here, even GNOME papers thing? It's for me for my organization. I mean, for my company, it would be slightly better if I do my CEOing things in the morning. But if I get so much contributor activity that motivates me, and then I can concentrate less if I know it's like it's somehow adding to my multitasking brain, and somehow T2 has, as you know, too high priority. I need to, like, maybe the next 2 days, like maybe today will be relatively short because I seriously have other things to do, and I also need until Thursday to finish some ISO paper. So there is that. Probably a little bit less live streaming this week. Like maybe each day, but like maybe only 1 to 2 hours or so. The most noisy merge are vendor drivers, DRM things, and BPF these days. Yeah, I can imagine. Start with the oldest on Discord. That sounds like a plan while I'm waiting for... Yeah, you multitask here and then this stuff, you wait on this stuff. Madman, what, for cache unlocking? For which one? This one? Yeah, I cache unlocked this one here. Look, people like my polls. Yay, here, I got a book. You wanted chat recommendations here. I purchased here from another YouTuber. If you wanted to live more wild and more free, maybe don't get into IT and travel the world, make the world a better place. Is owner of D2 is you? The owner of the open source project. Yes, I own the open source project. I am the owner of our open source project, yes. You could say lead developer or inventor. I mean, technically Claire has invented Rock Linux, but basically did 90% of the work in the meantime. Claire invented Rock Linux, and I made it totally great again. One thing personally, worked in the kernel land for years. I found these days people are pushing AI. Yeah. This AI push to kernel is, I don't know. That's so bizarre. I mean, in a way, making the kernel better is good. It's just like similar to our AI slop. If you only get garbage, that's not helpful. So from here you say, right? Or is there more? Everything else is applied until here, I guess. Git issue patch upstream. Our things, package provide things, not things. Our debs. Are debs of coin CBD, but are marked as debs if not manually marked. Testing examples, build things of... But if this is a group, you can just add them all here, then they are also one group here. If they all belong together. Okay, here. These are the morning updates. Yes, this didn't build. Yay. Above this one? Okay. I missed one? Ah, this one? How did I miss this? That is true fault things. Okay, that's a bit of a hack, but I guess as long as it builds. Laptop or desktop? I'm using a Steam Deck. I'm live streaming from a Steam Deck. I kid you not, yes. I voted with my wallet, and I say this like I for 25 years did not purchase an NVIDIA GPU except the one in my PS3 and the one in my where I could basically I had no choice and just took the cheapest MacBook G5 Power Mac G5, and not that Valve would need my money, but I basically purchased the Steam Deck as a thin client. I gamed on it next to nothing, maybe 4 hours or 5. So what do I have here now in this one? Okay, so lab WC thing of that's a bit of a change. Why is this so different? That's surprisingly different. Don't really quite know why. Maybe because it uses... Maybe previously it built its submodule WL roots and now it's... Okay, YOLO, not my department. And yes, soon we automate this even more. Yes, I know I say this a long time. Bool again, I probably want a TCC. Yeah, this Bool thing is a new C20 whatnot thing, I believe. I mean, yeah, use is an interesting workaround. I mean, as long as it works, it's like just, yeah. Our job is mostly to make this cursed stuff build. This wasn't correctly sorted also. Is this even still like necessary? This looks a little bit sus. Like, do we really need this? I mean, when someone like maybe me edits this, there probably was a failing build reason. What's yeah. That's why I want my off-grid cabin live. I want peace. Cannot hear it anymore. Especially after being spotted, man. Oh, out of sync. What's that name, right? Lib extractor. Data did this in between. Oh, here, PPP. Yeah, this paper is, it's like, oh, maybe that even builds. The thing is, the GNOME dependencies are a pain to work with, like you all. But by the way, question laptop or desktop, unless you really need a laptop, I always found working, I said this before, I always found working on a laptop inefficient. I cannot work very well on the laptop for some reason. Who of you is working on a laptop and who likes it? Like, I need like a display and a keyboard. Like, somehow on a laptop I always sit like, it's I mean, plus usually too few pixels unless you have like some 16 plus inch laptop thing. I don't know. Like somehow I'm half as efficient on a laptop, and I don't like it. Andre likes laptop fat fingers things, but it's fine. Yeah, somehow it's like I sit uncomfortable, and unless you have a super sized laptop, it's too few pixels. Even pixels, yes, too few pixels, too few pixels. And I only have the 14 or so inch MacBook Pro, which I didn't want. Like, so basically, my MacBook Pro, my M1 Max MacBook Pro is for traveling. And I don't really, but didn't really want something bigger, but I kind of regret it because you're working exclusively on a laptop. Have you ever tried a workstation thing? It would be interesting to. I mean, when I was a student, I also worked a lot on a laptop. But like when I had this 14-inch iBook, and that was only 1024 by 768 resolution or so, I guess. So I did a lot of development when I was young and naive and at university, but when I had this iBook, I also, each time I came from university, I connected my display right on the external display port. So what's this paper thing doing? Paper is papering. Okay, so paper's papering. Oh my man, come on. Why arm so slow? I did work 15 years with a desktop, self-employed, no laptop gives me more freedom. Yeah, I understand this. I mean, I also have a laptop. It's just, but even my MacBook, my M1 Max 14-inch MacBook, that when I'm in the office, it's connected to a display. But you see this when I'm live streaming. When I'm live streaming from not being in the office, like this other live streaming from a broad setup with then a ThinkPad. I think, and that is even with a second display for OBS monitoring. I'm pretty sure I'm less efficient there, at least somewhat. Yeah, I mean, I understand this freedom. That's why I also have this MacBook, but I'm only saying when I'm on my desk, I'm twice as efficient as at least, unless I'm waiting here, pointlessly waiting. 3 minutes? Is it Rust or what? Yeah, I'm twice as efficient unless I wait here for the build. My dream OS developer, think native Linux, not like you, because small start, 18-year-old boy will start to do this. Well, pro tip, not everyone needs to start yet another OS, just contribute somewhere, right? Like, it's like doing your own OS is a waste of time, like just contribute something like T2 Linux. Is it source code on... that are fake systems, that's a fake render. Okay, here, papered. Papers! Okay, here are some slightly different things, maybe optional dependencies. I will just, made whale sessions, it's probably pretty sus. I hate that this is maybe it's a first to create some directory, I don't know. In spelling, probably also optional, huh? We should analyze, but I'm not the greatest fan of this clone thing, so holy shit, that's a lot of shit. Holy shit, Rust is... I hate this. You have the nearly latest Rust from some months ago, and then I hate this Rust ecosystem. Like, your Rust is slightly not new enough. Like, what's wrong with you? 2026 you need, wait, shit, this should have been untested. Five? No. And Rise not the newest, yeah. Amazing, right? I had a typo here. I should have fixed it. Somewhere was a typo. Not that it would be that important. Somewhere here I saw this yesterday, but didn't had access to. Here another, at least maybe this one. Not that it would be too important, but so then Andres patches. Also we can flush this to Git. Can I edit it to Linux as a start? Then how I download the source code? Can you give me? I think when you do not find the download of T2 Linux, you are not yet ready for. It's literally here, right? Like on every page, like there, or oops, I closed the wrong window, you all. But maybe we should actually include source download things here at that thing here. Also recently closed. Wait, window. I closed here the YouTube control window. Oh, maybe the preview was running. That's not ideal. It will definitely run now. Okay, so patches, Andre. So while this is starting from the beginning, which it didn't do yet, so might find some more things. Patches. That's what we were here for. That should have been the first thing, right? For this, because this source is completely dirty with hundreds of repository junk that I could go through someday. T2. Only garbage? Oh. If the cache would change, so you test build this all. Oh wait, there's some cache. Did it? I did patch cache. Okay. Yeah, I kinda don't really. It didn't build before. I kinda don't need to test build this, right? Let's. What you could have maybe done is. Did you? Maybe you should have one comment and edited this one comment, because like this, it's really many comments. So file. Okay, this was that one. So that's done. Check mark. OR tools. So I guess that answers the question. Is already under version control. Couldn't add all targets. Fix things. Patch was upstreamed. Okay, so we need to improve our apply script to detect delete. Probably don't really need to test build all of them. Yep. When there is doubt about this, then how I'm still doing it, but I don't feel it anymore. What? My man loves the way you work, but I'm losing hope about the job market. Yeah, do everyone. Don't find the joy of coding anymore. I mean, where are you from? Was it also India? When there is doubt about this, then how do you communicate with me? GitHub. Also, like, I cannot personally. I need to be careful. Like, as much as motivational and inspirational I want to be for 18-year-old, I cannot personal. Like, I have already no time for nothing. I cannot personally babysit you. All right, you need to learn some computer architecture yourself and stuff. Yeah, with the job market, it's general. We unshittificated the rural world for decades already. Even I wanna move a little bit to different things, which is also why I live stream. And yeah, that's the thing. Theoretically, I want to code less for years. But then I run one of the biggest open source projects, right? I was like, wait, got this book here. What are other YouTubers doing, right? Not that I will. Although I was saying like, hey, how about some overlanding in some Volkswagen T3 bus? Said this a couple of times. Not necessarily the super most realistic, but one can dream. And yeah, as it didn't test build, I don't really need to test build each of those things here. All I'm saying is. You don't need to code, right? And like also for everyone wanting to get in, first of all, currently AI and big tech has destroyed the job market. What job market? Andre is like, you mean like there is no IT job market anymore? Is that what you're saying? Is that like some ironic rhetorical question of things? Okay, this one I wanted to change slightly. I commit this with change. Okay, I want to do this slightly differently. I need better stats, so we do this here. It is anyway more precise. By the way, why do we rm-rf? Because we need CMake. Okay, there's probably no better way to do that. Okay, that's probably fine. Yeah, it makes it stuff. Yeah, normally you would do run make, but indeed then you don't. Oh, holy, we have here gifted subs thing. 10 gifted subs. Wow, that is amazing. Thank you so much. Personal shout out. That is so amazing, and that's the motivational things we're here for. Forgot even to all the colors. Look, that's already successful open source day with just 10 gifted subs. That is so amazing. Appreciate this so much. AI hurting developer business. Let's make it better. Thank you so much. Did Andre answer if he printed a lot of? I printed a lot of Linux. What do you mean printed? What do you mean you printed lots of Linux distro logos yesterday? Printed in what way? Yeah, I appreciate this. That is so amazing. You said which you wrote what job market question mark, and I was like, do you mean it ironic as in there is no IT job market anymore? Whether you answered whether my I don't understand what job market, whether you mean there is no IT job market anymore, or if you it disappeared into the mist since AI. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm a little sorry to say a little Padavans. I'm mum number one. I'm mum. I don't understand such comments. What do you want to tell me with this? You printed Linux logos with your brother printer. Why would you do that? I don't understand. You're still streaming from... Yes, we are live streaming from a Steam Deck. Of course. Here. Of course we do. Jupiter 1. 0405. For energy efficiency, we burn so many electrons in our servers. We need to save some electrons somewhere, right? Then it slightly improves that, I would say. We should simply do that here. We have OR tools there. Then make small apps nowadays. Hello, are you still streaming from, you find this? Yeah, we use our stuff efficiently, right? Although, I mean, yes, I hoard and over purchase some things, but hear me out. I mean, first of all, I hoard less now because I have most things. But I'm not wasting my time on modern things, right? I was using the same workstation thing here for 2.5 years, or what? I guess 2.5 years probably. So in general, I use my stuff. Like my last Retina MacBook Pro, I used nearly 8 years. So long it started to fall apart. I kid you not. I mean, as long the only thing is, I mean, I can totally work. I purchased the Steam Deck as a cheapish thin client. I can still do everything on. I mean, I literally work. Like this is my secondary. So I've in my company I have my M1 Max MacBook executive desk, and I have my Steam Deck Linux development thing. So yeah, using our stuff. I mean, the only thing I can even live stream, but there you see how bloated the bloody web is. I can live stream with 4% or so. 3.5% OBS is claiming, but browsing the web is slowish, right? Although I have tabs, I mean, sure, but that is also really first world problems of this. The web is not snappy enough, right? Realistically, yes, it's sometimes lagging, but hey, I'm also live streaming. But realistically, lagging is not unusable, right? Oh, there is some super chat motivation. The motivational super chat, that is so amazing. Serious some Linux, yes. So, things fling, right? So I need to think, can I make this even more efficient? I mean, Linus Torvalds just applying patches slightly more efficient. Because, I mean, sure, I wouldn't need to review it this much, but I mean, now we have already this apply script. Probably don't need to test build this, do I? So of course it takes quite a while to go through here. They're mostly for interacting with you all. I'm really sorry to say we all need to work towards. So first of all, there will be a better future after the AI bubble burst. But there you see how corrupt all the companies are of profiting and profit maximizing, of destroying, like, this is AI bubble destroying all the personal computer industry. It's mind-blowingly crazy. We all basically need to. That's also why I cancelled my ChatGPT subscription that I had for 6 months or so for 19 euro something. First of all, I didn't even use it. I thought, like, I can use it like an assistant, but like, I'm so busy, I did not even use it really much. And yeah, I don't want to fund this AI bubble. The other packages are fast installs after Ling. Okay, let's see. I mean, we have here some random stuff if someone wants to fix random stuff. Oh wait, this is also so wrong. We are here. Offline is 7 seconds. Maybe not so much 7 seconds. Let's save some electrons. Can never save enough. Independently, I'm of course constantly sitting here and saying, like, IT, like, this code is shit, that code is shit, Rust is shit, Zig is not that much better and stuff. Independently of my ranting and cursing on the state of really not good code, there is on mainstream news, we get shit killed because killing shit because maybe we should add a swap petition. Another day, another thing. Maybe we should do the theories with swap. Resize here. How about we add 8 gigs or 10 gigs? 170. I don't know. A little bit swap. Never hurt anybody. HPPAI is happy to, like, what a community we built, right? Like, people work on Titanium, on HPPA. That's absolutely amazing. Fucking RTFM, read the fucking bloody manual, right? It's like, there is no make file. Like, not everything make is out, not everything is make. Like, you guys are so funny. Man, what happened with TLDR? Too long didn't read the RTFM. Thoughts on governance of California, ID verification, Linux and other OS systems. It's disgusting. Complete government overreach. We don't need age verification. that is complete bullshit law. And that is similar. For the government completely unreasonably overreaching. And I'm shocked with similar things I just saw. I didn't even know that is a thing. Just the other day I saw on Heise. Or somewhere here, maybe the on Golem. So like Ferrari, yes, thank you very much. Somewhere was an article that new cars need some immobilizer for alcohol, like alcohol detection things, like maybe for alcoholics or whatnot. Like complete bullshit over. Am I an alcoholic? No. Do I drive drunk? No. But this is similar to this e-call shit. I just don't want to have expensive. Like, does it cost much? Like, probably this is just some connector of. But like everything costs money, right? Like, why? For I don't even know. At least that's my interpretation. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. But maybe I understood this law, this new EU law for new cars from I don't know this year or whatever. Why do we need to waste? Like, if I understand this correctly, but this is similar to e-call. I don't want bloody fucking e-call in my car. I don't want 24/7 government surveillance tracking. If I had a car with e-call, I would probably remove it. The only thing is I think you don't get MOT if your e-call stuff is not. I mean, maybe you cannot even remove it that easily. Like, probably there's not even a SIM card to remove easily. At least like maybe in old cars there was a SIM card. Maybe in new cars it's an eSIM. But that is also like, even if I'm not surveilled by the government, I just out of principle don't want to drive around with this stuff. And this makes this e-call shit makes cars surely 500 euro, if not luxury cars more. It's not like you get e-call for free from the vendors, right? They need to purchase. They even had recall. I saw from other YouTubers, those famous German auto doctors or whatever. There was even a recall. I kid you not. I only know this from this Auto Doctor, this German YouTube channel there. I kid you not, they even need two bloody antennas, a main antenna and like a backup antenna. Like, and that's, I mean, does this e-call once a year save a life? Yes. But this is so rare. Like, for 100 years, people survived driving, I mean, mostly survived driving cars, like for 100 years, from the first Benz and Ford and whatnot. We don't need bloody fucking e-call shit, right? The case where you drive alone, where you drive alone and you crash so badly that there is nobody else to call an emergency service is so rare, but we produce this failing e-waste garbage. I don't even like, in some years, in 10 years, is there even a regulation? Because I'm pretty sure in Germany you don't get MOT if there's a warning light of your e-call shit, like, because in Germany you don't get an MOT if there's any vital service thing in the ODB2 as error. And I'm pretty sure the e-call not working is an error. So I'm 100% sure, at least 99.9, if your e-call is not working, you don't get MOT. And what is in 10 years or in 15 years when that generation of e-call doesn't work anymore because 6G, 7G or whatnot, or new e-call standards, and like, do you get for a vintage car in 15 years for a vintage car? Do you get MOT? Is there then some, or do you need on your own cost for thousands of euro upgrade your e-call shit? That is kind of, I'm waiting theoretically. I'm waiting for the perfect EV that fits to me. Currently, there are a few. I mean, beside expensive and shit, but I just also don't want this e-call shit, right? I kind of only buy used car without e-call because like this e-call is like, that is for me mentally such a severe security risk that I really don't want this. And that is similar to this age stuff, right? Like government just forcing, like, we need, in Germany for 30, 40 years, we call about deregulation and we are too bureaucratic and like we need to tear down bureaucracy. And then every year after every year, new regulation, I mean, yes, EU and stuff. And I'm not even anti-EU, like EU is great working together, but like this I had that. What do you think about corporates trying to where hook subscription-based access to computer systems? Like, yeah, I'm not cloud. I will use, like, thankfully I have enough computers. I will just sit here with my old computers until the rest of my life. Why do you look like Serious Sam? I don't even know who the Serious Sam is. I'm only Serious Rene. Who is the seriously famous Sam even? So, think about corporate things. Yeah, don't fall for subscription cloud computing. You got to blow on before. You got to blow on it before your car can work. It's hooked up to the ODB. You got to blow on it before your car. But is this only... So chili con carne, I hate that. So, but this is not for everyone, right? Or is... I hope that's not like... So they only need ODB support, and that's only for court. I hope this new EU immobilizer shit is only for court. Otherwise, is we have drop frames. Wait, why do we have drop frames today? Wait, it just starts now. Or we don't have internet. What's internet doing? Hello? Internet, are you okay? What happened here with my... Which government is boycotting us today? What happened here with thousands of drop frames, man? 1,224 drop frames? Yeah, I hope it's not for everyone and only like court case ruled serial alcoholicans. No one wants to have half of the things their government force people. EU attempts to do that across countries. Run gets cut off. Internet is lagging, by the way. Are you into radio and amateurfunk? No, I had CB. Only CB. This common people's cheap stuff when I was like 10 to 14, when I was a kid. Because hey, we didn't have cell phones, we CB radioed. 1400 drop frames. I mean, maybe that was just some USB-C fluke. I don't know what. Okay, so yeah, no, Vodafone fixed the internet seriously, like, because I escalated it so much for 8 years that yes. After 8 years of complaints and going to mainstream media, Vodafone split the segment here. I mean, maybe this router just restarted, or this USB-C, maybe my USB-C should reconnect, but I think this was probably earlier. This was probably not now. Whatever it was, it calmed down. Not sure how much of my choose hard internet. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Think here. Okay, so amazing. VLAN. Yeah, better don't ask me stuff or we lose hours talking about things. Say anyone how I build ISO of source code of D2. Like maybe you first want to install it before you build it, like you are so funny. Also need drugs. No, you also need drugs detection system in cars. But no, you also need drug detection. Like you need, or like the car needs to be prepared to be compatible with it, or it needs to come with it. Like, I have questions. Like at this rate, I soon not only use vintage computers, I soon also only use vintage cars. Like this modern shit is really like, and that is, I mean, the crazy thing is, I have not even seen a public discussion about this car shit, like this alcohol immobilizer, drug shit. And like we have so many problems, and the politicians care about such bullshit, right? And instead of focusing on the 1,000 real problems we have, they focus on bullshit we don't have, right? Man, shit no. So, yeah, better let's not talk so much, or we lose so much time here for things. I also don't really know how we should fix this. Like, everything is so such a clusterfuck that. Where to even start, right? I mean, the main thing is vote with your wallet, but like I think about such things with this drug test regulation, we should have a serious discussion, like this e-call shit. Like, why is this e-call shit not an optional? Like, if people, because like, I don't want the surveillance, and as I said, like the cases where e-call helps someone are so rare. Do we really need this security and costly maintenance nonsense for like nothing? And I personally, I mean, this basically should also be a personal thing. Do you want to pay for this e-call stuff because you feel so insecure? I mean, thankfully, in my family, we never had a serious car thing. I personally only had one very least. I mean, I drive hypermiling and with foresight and stuff. I had in, how long do I have my driving license now? 16 years. I had only one super rarest miniature scratch accident, and that was when I in the first year of having driving license. I mean, sure, it can, like you drive 16 years with only one single scratch, and then comes a big accident. I mean, hopefully not knocking on wood, but yeah, this eco, like this, it's the thing is with this stuff, it's so late. There's also voting with a wallet also doesn't help anymore somehow. Thank you for this hyper as a super chat. Good morning. What are you working on today? Applying patches here, test building more. Do you know eBPF? Yes, I know eBPF. I'm learning about it, and I like XDP hooks for networking. Happy to hear that. Yeah, I know eBPF. I think here our Dr. Schubert in our developer community. No take. Bonjour. How are you today? Maybe one day we need to try to make our T2 build sandbox use eBPF things for modern performance and better security, but what the fuck is eCall? Like OnStar? Like what? Like OnStar? What the fuck is OnStar? Maybe. eCall is an emergency call thing, so that when your car is a built-in mobile phone, a mobile SoC, and SIM, so that if your car detects either by the press of a button, like usually in the ceiling or so, I think most cars have it probably in the mirror area, but correct me if I'm wrong. Like, so either with the press of a button, or if your car detects a serious accident that you don't cancel, the car must, I think my as far as I know, the car must auto call emergency services if it detects a severe accident that you probably maybe cancel. Like maybe there's an accident, like maybe there is some override within 10 seconds or 5 or whatever, that if you don't want to eCall like some button of like I'm alive and I drove into a concrete block and I don't want my car to auto dial the police. Yeah, so that's eCall. Maybe that's like OnStar, I don't know. Now I want to Google what's OnStar. Hot, you're hot. How are you doing? I'm doing so far quite good. We are overloaded with patches. I ask for patches, we get patches. So right now, thank you everyone for asking. Right now we apply patches. We work on our Linux distribution as usual. Did we even start building? Maybe not, we talked so long. I quickly want to know what OnStar is. Maybe that's an American equivalent of subscription-based telemetric service. Okay, so that's not that. Like, I think eCall is, I mean, because it's mandatory, I don't think the European eCall is subscription-based. I mean, I don't have this shit yet, thank goodness. So it's from the summary based telematics turn by. So yeah, it's not that. It's only to the best of my knowledge, is only auto calling emergency services. It's it's not the rest of that, and I hate it. Like, I hate it for absolutely surveillanceable security risk. I totally didn't think you were talking about RISC-V when you said eCall, LOL. Yeah, exactly. I know how to make bootable USB. I need to know how to build ISO from... Like, building an ISO from scratch is not an afternoon project, right? Like, if you don't have time to read the introduction of the manual, then I'm sorry. Also, I cannot babysit everyone who wants to rebuild a T2 ISO here. How to build T2 config, T2 build target, T2 create ISO. The devil is in the details, and if you need more support and can't read the manual, please join our Merz would be proud of you working on open source while sick. Yep, exactly. But so I'm 99% recovered. Thankfully, it's only some remaining residual leftovers. Installer, no such file or directory. Patch already upstream. I guess this didn't test build for that thing here. Starts a must build. Yes, thank you for the reminder. I wanted to do that. Script kiddies detract me. Also, eCall. The thing is, like, I talked too long about eCall, but like this stuff is so much a security risk, like it's outrageous. Mass build, yes, yes, sir. Oops. Wait, what to if Merz would be proud of us, he would make sure we get sovereign tech fund subsidies. Got that error, but I checked the file and it was already applied. Totally, I see that same things. They can't really opt out even if don't sub for the service. People only use OnStar for the emergency service here unless all things. I think is this channel have video about build ISO. Do you like are you the 18-year-old? Like, I'm sorry to bring it to you, okay? Look, I appreciate you're here and we're totally inclusive and stuff, but you really need to read a little bit of fucking manual, okay? Like, you youngsters, I know you're all totally social media addicted and overloaded and have concentration disorders and stuff, but like, just learn, like, come on, just go to the documentation site, switch off all your devices, you tune out of the stream, right? Like, I know you young people, you need to watch 5 streams at once and stuff. Hear me out. Go here to this website, download the handbook or stuff, switch off everything, including this live stream. Yes, even my live stream, okay? Like, learn to concentrate and focus and just read some documentation, right? Pro tip. Number 1 pro tip here. Number 1 pro tip. Read the fucking manual of stuff you try to use, okay? It will help you so much to get so much achieved in life, okay? Thank you so much for your attention to this matter. Man, so, and don't ask 5 times how to build an ISO when this is like three steps that are like literally outlined here. Like, quick build stuff, man. Actually, we should probably, anyway, man, here we have documentation. We have one of the rare open source, like, for what did we write 25-year-long documentation if you don't bloody read it? You really think it's more efficient to interrupt me 5 times? Instead, you go read. So now switch off, go read the documentation. And when you read it as a concentration test, like, believe me, if you go now and read all the 200 pages of our T2 handbook, you vastly improved your brain capacity of being able to concentrate. So, let's see how many more new cache files did we get, and then I will not commit this yet, we will continue. How many patches? So this is a little bit noise. Okay, that are some. But let's do this build. Unfortunately, we start from the beginning, but that's not that bad. We have 3D cached Ryzen. Actually, AMD should pay me for this advertisement, man. So, yes, someone should clip this. Had to remind myself exactly that recently when I was working with Buildroot again. The docs aren't too bad either. Buildroot is nice, but what stops you from using T2 Linux? I try so hard to make T2 the best and people still use Buildroot. Why? Why? What is T2 missing that you find in Buildroot? Come on, you can do it. How many more 3,000 packages to test build? So I will not continuously test build all of this. It's just a one-time continuation thing here. Maybe we need to improve the performance of this for testing 3,000 packages. Okay, there we build. A lot of the stuff will fail again, but we will fix this soon. while Andre continues to send patches. So next patch. DNF things. So this here. So you rebase like that. The thing is, on this patch we need to work more this patch fixes, like this is my patch. This patch fixes some things but breaks others. That is a little bit disappointing. This query. It's probably fine, right? Then, because Microchip provided a build root example for their Polar Fire SoC, might have to try to get T2 working on that one. Happy to hear that. May I have a tech recommendation? What is your recommendation for native UI based on OpenGL? For native GUI based on OpenGL? Yeah, some are also, all solutions are not amazing. I mean, depends if you want to sell it, if basically everything is bloated or not. Bloated, not good. I personally would also not really use Qt kinder. There is this here, a full UI thing, multi-things library 4. There is this one here. I don't know if that here is more lightweight or stuff. I've seen some open source packages using this. If you don't, yeah, I mean, certainly Qt is a popular quality choice. It's just pretty bloated and stuff. T2 docs, but they are well written, I have to say. And looking at T2 scripts, maybe realize how little I know. Bash. Interesting. Yeah, the irony is this T2 book. I wrote the T2 book 20 years ago. The irony is it's at some parts it needs a huge a huge modernization, which yeah. If you could, you work with patches, is absolutely amazing, Andre. Could you try to write, like, if you write a more of how we commit things here, commit message, I would need to edit this even less. Oh, there is trailing white space, like holy. But I think this isn't the original, so the original source is trailing white space. So I mean, with fix could even So next thing, this is a suckless shit, right? Suck more. Have I thought about live stream to TikTok too? Yeah, I mean, I did not. I recently, so in general, I absolutely hate TikTok. I never used TikTok. I hate the low quality shit there in general. I just registered there a week ago or two. Oh wait, I think. Oh wait, that's there. But the thing is, I cannot even live stream yet. I mean, if I follow, I probably need to. Yeah, do you ask? I mean, the only thing is, I hate TikTok and consider this complete cancer. The problem is I can only live stream apparently when I have 1,000 followers, which I'm. So first I would need to load random shit content now to get 1,000 followers. This is like, what shit site is that not to be able to? Then the other thing is now my login is somehow fucked up. Like, this is such a low quality website. Registering was garbage. I had to literally F12 the bloody website to register with another name. It's like. And like yesterday, I wanted to edit the bio here from my MacBook, and then this shit this shit TikTok wanted to re-verify me for editing my bio, and now my password doesn't work, and now my authenticate with telephone number doesn't work. So now I registered there, I did nothing, I have 5 followers, and I can currently not. The second week, I cannot log in anymore. Like, this is how garbage this shit website is, man. Yeah, I only consider live streaming there to entertain these people, like to reach these people. I would maybe not even interact the most, of like just have the video running and maybe register there to get money. What are my views about Harvard CS50 course for beginners? I don't even know this course. What's your you might not have the audience for your type of content there anyways. Well, I think people would watch it. Like, that's the thing, like maybe we reach thousands of millennials. So initially I was like, fuck TikTok, it's complete garbage. But if I can live stream there for free and maybe get some money and we reach some people. Most of your community don't have TikTok. Yeah, totally. But hey, 5 people subscribed. Like, I changed my mind only of being able to reach those people that otherwise we wouldn't reach. I mean, do we want to reach these people who then ask 5 times how to build an ISO and open random shit on GitHub? Maybe not. Just at Brainrot. Millennials hang out there more. Did I say millennials? Yeah, I meant like Gen Z and whatnot. Okay, patches. ST, did I click here already? Can we make this here? Okay, I clicked there already. Oh man, what's this my typing? Where are we here? 2000. So we built 3,000 stuff packages. I mean, some packages, why are this not over 6,000? Because 700 packages or so, or 600 plus nearly 700 packages or so are installed from the ISO, and it's just too new. So I would need to, like, if we want to, like some, also, by the way, we have here more build errors because we mix Qt5 and Qt6. That often doesn't work quite well. This is not my cache potentially, maybe. Amazing. Yeah, that's why I live streams is. I thought like when I sit here and go through all these patches, also live stream is always is. If I answer comments, which maybe I shouldn't, and it's always certainly. Oh man, what is with my typing here? What's with my brain? Submodules. Yeah, so there's some random shit which maybe that's a duplicated package. I think maybe we should fix this. Yep. Maybe we had one and then added the other. You don't need to send a patch for that. I will just do that. We might have auto imported that. Which one do we have longer? Oh, this here is auto-edit. This probably was our big 600 auto-edit package thing, right? So that's 200 of CPP test. Of one is not. So the other probably we have a very, very long time. Yeah, since 2009. Probably some things oh, we don't even need to change this really, but we could check CPP test. Is there anything, because like maybe some things, nothing depends on that. Okay. Oh wait, let's the other package didn't have that. And another super thing, that is amazing. Why does everyone call me Serious Sam? Maybe I should change my channel name too. Thank you so much for your super chat, man. Super things, super chat things of master procrastinator. No, implying social media. What? stopping my... No, what? Super noisy. What do you mean master procrastinator with what? Me? How? Why? What do you mean? Too many stars? When you checked the cache, you were already in packages. Packages? But repository? Package? Don't think so. I think it was a right amount of stars. I mean, whether it works with LTO. You stay reading the chat. I thought I was just trying to work. Thank you for your super chat. I mean, I guess I need to read the chat a little bit to motivate you people. And just like this more super thing, chat reading things. So this is funny. Why does this not? Should this not? I feel this goal. 10 super chats. That is funny. This goal is not incrementing with your super chats. Strange UI things. Amazing. What nice finds here in the middle of component is not reactive, so yeah, this is a polishing which the last years we have done a lot, but apparently not enough, right? I continually do this here. It might look like procrastination, but it has the goal of making sure T2 Linux actually works. Nothing worse than we release a new major version, and people from Debian and Arch and Gentoo come to Linux and their shit doesn't work, right? I would also not use it myself then. That is why I'm recurrently doing that here. And as you see, there is unfortunately 25 years of technical debt and auto-imported and broken and outdated patches and stuff. Because the component is not working. That's why is the goal not updating? It's like big bang software quality, big redneck engineering. So remove submodules, remove what's that here, audio things. And we need to do this obviously, right? Like if we want to be more successful, the number one mission here is, if we want to be more successful, this stuff needs to work. And that's why we need to sit here day after day and work on it like it's a full-time job. Because as you've seen here, what's not tested is broken. YouTube scam joke. Yeah, that is a thing. A lot of big tech stuff. Oh man, my shit. Oh, here. Maybe that's LTO. Maybe we should build with LTO. didn't. Maybe I should disable this again, not to waste my time with. Yes, Andre, I appreciate this. Thank you so much for fixing so many things. Abstraction, encapsulation, and all the logic in one single TS file. You mean the YouTube UI things? There is name is not in there. Probably should be able to type this without typo, right? Oh no. This is not copy and paste enough or what? I hate this modern shit. Like, this stuff was rock solid in Xorg. I never had so many copy and paste shit issues with primary selection of just text select. That is the thing. Linux now and breaking all the usability, right? It's so frustrating. So yeah, if someone wants to patch LTO, like it's in, I don't have the time to patch all the LTO things. So if you want to have a hobby, like if you don't have a life and want to have something to do, just try to fix LTO things to LTO. Clipboard annoys me every day. I don't know how they made copy and paste so complicated. Yeah, I mean it's kind of not complicated. It's just like 20 years ago, like selecting middle thing, and then the GNOME people even want to delete it, right? And like as heard of like Phoronix, yay, they delete middle click primary select paste stuff. It's like, nah. Don't you want to smash half the keyboard to paste? Yeah. Finger gymnastics, like Control CF. So Cosmos things. Let's see. Yeah, super unexpected from you, Andre, to immediately take on this. That probably means okay, we need to script this here better soon. That's annoying. Good. How much is building here? I mean, if someone wants, if your people with too much time, they can always just build random shit in T2 and send patches. Just for the button binding, isn't that happening with folks trying to bake shit weird? That's a lot of failing builds, you all. The good thing is a lot of the stuff, I mean, that Qt5 and Qt6 doesn't nicely install in parallel in T2, that was already known. How many more successful cache files did you accumulate? Oh, look, some. Oh, 3 more. So, user local, patch 2. Oh, why this was delete? Did I delete already? So then we are at the end. Finally the end. Websites, let's say try something horrible too. That kinda should be forbidden for websites. There should be a security protocol for that. Welcome, Lunar Request. We are doing okay because Andres overloaded us with fixes and we like applying fixes. We like when other contributors fix stuff, especially non-primary stuff for us. So what's build progress doing? Oh, 2010, look at this. Slowly but steadily we finally but here there is, I mean, yes, there is already a new line, but doesn't mean we need to patch back a new line. Or space, I mean. Amazing, look at that. Then so EPVS ADN stuff works fine for you. ST things, stuff, things didn't do, or can you remove the ones? Cause Open RGB I did. It's only those two missing. This you did, this you did, this you did. This works. This you did right. This you did. This I did last night. I mean, I deleted the patches, which maybe they need rebasing, but I wasted too much time with this. This you did, this is like right. Thank you so much for your contributions. That is amazing. How was okay? Build is still building for a while. "15 components for 15 different buttons. UX UI devs are stupid. Just fucking function factory zero. Make a fucking function factory zero build. Fucking encapsulate this fucking feed params to do it so generic." You're still talking about chili con carne? You're talking about the non-working YouTube gold button thing there? Not full, but I can understand something. Thank you. Welcome. OpenRGB I built last night. I just deleted all the patches. The find I2C bus patch theoretically needs rebasing, but this, I mean, I guess if it the next time. Oh, here there's another non-skipping courses. I can do a new grep here. Okay, that's not very helpful. Here things. So, yeah, that is. I should move on and do more new software again. I mean, obviously now that T2 Linux is amazing. I wonder if we like if we put some effort and like make some nice like in-house, like just for us, like I wonder if we could build like some European power software company by just like writing good software, like, and cloning some American things like shitty Instagram or stuff. Like, I wonder if one could be competitive building like a software, like a big software company like Google, but just based on good software. But like, yeah, do I have time and money? Not really. I mean, maybe I should do one app at a time. As I said a couple of times, I would be vastly more successful if I had not spent so much time on open source and T2 Linux. But now we obviously did it and maintain it and continue to doing that. So there's a lot of random shit happening here, including some Lutzbar, not a directory thing of Lutzbar things. Oh, there's also like lib, so there's a libd wrong, like that's lib64 for Lutzbar things. Yeah, so we have still some 1,000, 2,000 packets, not 1,500 packages to go. Mostly because the last nights I ran out of space and didn't like. Yeah, if I'd been more clever, I would have resized, make a Linux game. No, that's too much, too little market share. I'm not. I mean, maybe we make some demo game eventually. I mean, for a start, it would help if we just make. I mean, I'm not talking like Photoshop level of, but like maybe even there is this Pixelmator that was pretty snappy for macOS, and Apple, even of all companies, purchased this. Like Apple wanted to purchase me or my company. No, Pixelmator is part of Apple. Because GIMP is somehow, I mean, yeah, there is GIMP, but like even GIMP, I mean, yeah, there's GIMP and Krita. That's of course all amazing and stuff. But then both we have, I think, did I manage to build Krita? I spent quite some efforts into. Ah, right. I think it was like the latest beta thing. Yeah, I think I got that to build. I think. But maybe this needs PyQt. Yeah, now the thing is, a lot of things do not build because like I built so much random shit that it broke itself, which of course should not happen. I'm aware we probably have an issue in T2 with Qt5 versus Qt6. Maybe also we have some issue with Qt Python stuff breaking each other there of things. Have I ever used Odin? I lose overview. First of all, no, I'm not into jumping others unsuccessful languages. Is Odin this closed beta thing? I lose overview with all the 2000 languages. Yeah, I think. Okay, maybe that's not the closed beta thing. What was? This was J, huh? No, but also I already don't like this. Like, I don't like this Pascal assignment, like, or the Modula 2, wherever. Probably Pascal got it like, yes, this is how I grew up after Basic. Probably, I mean, I'm pretty sure it didn't came from Pascal, but it's probably from Modula 2 or whatever, or iGoal or whatnot. I'm not liking this here at all. Like, no. Like, I look at this and it's like, no. Like the rest I already don't care. Like, just no. Like this, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like. It's like, yeah, it's like pointless. Like, I have C++ and Lua and stuff. First, like, let me quickly do some other things. I'm back in probably 5 minutes or so. Like, you can watch. Or like, there's some more file. I probably should do one more grab. Cools. um, omitted. What did I typo? T maybe. In the end, it's all the same if you don't do pure functional. Just pick the ones work best for use case. Simple as that. Yeah, I mean, what, 7 more items? Wait, what? I missed some items? No, I didn't miss some. I think I did everything. Why did it tell me items? Anyway, let me shortly do some things. Back in 5 or 10 minutes, and then we take a quick look more into those other things there. So then, thank you for all the. It's also not a poop break. It was like some business organization break. Multiples of at link stage. Change failed to apply. Change things. Are installing the same thing, might be same package graphic. No, post PCL and GoScript are two different packages, but they are not the, yeah. They are different things, but not the same things. Then let's quickly do some summary here and welcome everyone tuning in. So how are we? So different time zones. I mean, I could sometimes try completely. As I said, I will be seriously busy the next. Oh, like you, I don't even know. Yeah, that's the thing. If yeah. By the way, I applied for front page promotion for the first. Let's see how that goes. As I said, I would have chosen another date, but like June is. I don't even know. June is so full that I don't even know what I should do with this Risk 5 conference thing. You say, so let's do some summary. I probably let this build change. Wait, what? Do I have this from last night? Maybe not. Because the shell was killed away during shutdown or power down. Do you say change rootkit? There's no change. I'll change kroot. Oh. Ah, here. Uh-huh. There's probably a better way to grab this. Lock, yes. Okay, there are some more that we didn't have yet. So AutoFS we didn't have yet, so if people wanted to continue to work on that. I posted on Git the command. Yeah, usually I do for others too. I usually post this also in commit messages. Saving rejects. I mean, maybe this is slightly better because the other I YOLO'd a little bit more here. This here, we now have packages with dot in the name. Primary selection stuff, rocket science. So we had there more. Stop doing menu things. auto fs. Actually, we could, you know, clever would be to copy and paste all, resume the build, hope it even selected. It's selected. Wait, what have I done here? Ah, yeah, okay, yes. Wait, oh no. Okay, this we had this, we had this, not this, we had this, we had this, we had. What is this? This is strange. Need to. Oh, is this some conditional patch? This we had, this we had, this we had, this not right. Old suffix. IPv is ending. Hello? Oh, if that then old suffix. Okay, this should be done differently. This should always install then differently named. I'm pretty sure our install wrapper should be able to transform that. So, okay, this is adding old. Yeah, that should be done differently someday. Either installing. I mean, also like old really sucks. Like someone that's probably not. That's hopefully not my style. Who did that? Hopefully not me. I hope I didn't such low quality YOLOing. But that's neither my patch name nor my style. Alejandro Peregrini, Chile. Improved things to coexist things, old suffix. Yeah, patch name not great, old suffix not great. 21 years later, delete old patch. So this should always install like as there is 2. This should be done so that this IPv4 ADM always installs with 1, or I mean maybe also delete now that this IPv4 DM2 is. River 20. So, Yeah, if both should still be, I mean, maybe delete IPv ADM not to. Like, do we really need 21-year-old abundant version? So either drop through a package or patch it so that if there is still any value in this, which maybe there isn't, make it always rename to version 1 or whatnot. Watching used terminals sometimes make me feel stupid. LOL, that grep was clean. Yeah, this grep is probably missing some things where the file is not there at all. The grep is probably not totally clean yet, but happy that you learned something. Okay, here's also there's theoretically we could check some error, like is this even from which mirror are we? Oh, it's even either us or upstream. Oh, that's quite some things for some random reason. Why? Yeah, very theoretically we could do all of this, but how long would the build? Okay, what other things? Okay, well, we shortly, so normally I would stop here and do my work, but as we have at least some 100 people watching, we can also grow the audience and our Linux. How many drop frames do we have? Oh, since, yeah, there must be something failed here on the way the 1500 drop frames didn't increase since then. Okay, that we did. Okay, rerunning that again doesn't make sense. So let's write our release announcement. Just turned on data. Again, I could remotely done that, but yeah, I need to improve infrastructure, what I think want to do. By the way, are there systems like this? So because currently I wake up things manually. What would be cool is like that this happens all like that I don't need to log in very specific central servers and Ether wakes us. What would be cool is some run on and then like data or stuff, and like what this like some infrastructure command, like waking up the right server, logging in with secure shell, pre-known pre-shared keys and stuff. That would be so cool. On the math build you should run with no building. What do you mean no building broken packages? What do you mean with the... Do we have an option for this? Like not building error things in error log? But again, we want to test as much as possible. So I wonder if some of the things even build, just like maybe they do not build anymore because this test VM is just too dirty with building 2000 random shit things. Wait, this was done already? Did this fully finish running? No rebuild, I think. I mean, no, I don't need to save that CPU. You mean that? Okay. I don't need to save that CPU cycle. It's basically maybe some random stuff builds now because now some random dependencies did build, so that's okay. Or some patch with some package with failing patch is there now, so so we can afford to test build that. So again, normally I would do my C level at, oh wait, why do we have like 65 people watching and then 45 people watching. Is this like new people tuning in and then tuning out? Like you all. Because what we would need to do here is, so the one thing is also ads. Ads to, wait, people tune out because they get an ad? I don't understand. Reload page might be Twitch. Things are mine. No, we have my page notes 42 right now for a reason. What I want to say? All right. One thing is, we delayed. We have 60. Right now it says 42 for me, and this thing is updating. Like LOL, yeah, big tech, cloud synchronization stuff, Amazon web technology difficult, just subscribe, no ads easy. Yeah, exactly. One strategic thing is the next KDE, as Drots usually is here to promote. Where's Drots even, by the way? Did he got tired of RT2 Linux? The next KDE Plasma is some significant thing, but I think it doesn't, like, so theoretically we could like hold off, but that would still have a month and June will be ultra busy, and now we build everything, so it is what it is. I think it doesn't really make sense for us to wait maybe even nearly 1 month, 3 weeks. Yeah, I think we just release, and like we are rolling release. It's just KDE update anyway, so release is done. Release. It's this multi-display improvement, this K-Win Plasma multi-display improvements would be nice. It's exactly the one super annoying thing. But anyway, so I guess not. But theoretically, these are the things that you could think about. Like, do we really want to release now? And we could even probably other. Wait, there you don't see that the most, huh? Okay, you know. Okay, that's 20. So how do we? Oh, that was desktop edition. Look. What's our most preferred code name now? Not that it would look, mom, nothing to see, but that's what else did we? What did Yochi like? Yeah, I mean, codename. Do we really need this? Codename, do we really need this? Here, theoretically things. Screenshot. I mean, maybe we should do a new one. Then, and that is like the difficult thing, right? Like, I mean, if we were like Apple and we did everything ourselves, is like, hey, this spotlight search, like this amazing feature, like basically, but we just repackage other open source things. It's like, yeah. So basically, like all of this were the last big things, right? So where are we now? 16.1. So that's still the same here. That's probably also maybe the same. Yeah, 7.0, 10 or whatever. I think, are we at that already? I think we are at that already, right? I mean, maybe not even micro version. Systemd. So yeah, all of the things were the big things for. I mean, theoretically, ARM. We didn't cross-compile this previously. Yeah, so this is the last release was probably bigger. What is developer visible even? Maybe nothing too much. This. Oops. Oops. Theoretically, and that is why I wanted to pin this here to the side. Here, look at this, gorgeous. Theoretically, I had here this change log, and that's so bloody fucking large. Theoretically, we would need to go now through all the changelog kinder. But this is never ending. So basic. I mean, that's surprisingly scrolling relatively fastish. But like, yeah, big city life, that's exactly why. Basically, we don't want any line starting with a revision thing. And then also any new line. And this is probably already significantly smaller, only 1,000 lines. So and that's what people regularly that's what people don't see, right? How much work it is even to write a release announcement, and where procrastination and not like delaying your release again and again is easy, because like all these things we could hear. I mean, the developer visible, what do we... Nothing particularly really comes to my mind, really. We could hear like... Is this like newsworthy? I mean, developer, we could developer Mesa. Bootstrap, libgl and toolchain. Passwortless install, yes. Ach, I hate this. I mean, theoretically, you never know what random things here, like basically. User cron. All right. Thank you. Is more user or more developer visible? Ah. I mean, theoretically, Linux. I hope. Is this confirmed that we do we ship now with all necessary Intel wireless firmware? Yeah, of course, most people haven't heard. I mean. I mean, we could put this here just to have that here. Typing HTML. Super programmer. How do you style HTML without HTML? And don't tell me Markdown. And don't tell me a WYSIWYG web editor that needs 100 frameworks to slowly render on. Okay, let's see. Things. Oh, did we? Is it T2 Linux? Is it? Did we only do that recently? Oops. Could write CSS directly in the HTML. No, that's not how you do it. All right. It's not like build time, but like developer visible. Man, what do you even type? What is this in my brain with my fingers? Do I need help? Yeah, coin is not like basically that here. That's basically that. This coin stuff is not that. It's basically there. Um, um, not that important, but like just to have your stuff, and it's quite some effort. So. Yeah, I fixed this by the way, but I should have done it long time ago. But at least I did it last night. How many are we? Did we? 8%. Holy shit. Installing coin packages, of course. Always add packages when you're bored. Welcome there, everyone. What font are we using? Comic Code. Did this deadlock? Shit, what happened here to this? Is this just this stupid scrolllock shit that I sometimes fat finger and now I don't know how to escape? Or did QEMU somehow crash because... I think this Tmax was again in some stupid scrolllock. I hate this feature. This is the worst bloody this is the worst anti-feature, like that should be forbidden. I mean, theoretically, I mean, if we put that here, so there's a typo. Yeah, test build is kinda, we don't need to add that too much noise, we should add important things. Hello? Was this? Oh, you know what? Ah, this is stupid. I think I'm running out of disk. No? Oh yes, we're running out of disk space. This shit look. Oh, I hate. It wasn't scroller. It was we don't have disk space. Oh, you can't mix this shit up. I hate that you see here bloody nothing. You I mean, I also have here stuff that I think I probably kinda need all of this waste here. This is old test waste of probably nothing particularly. Which one are we currently? I mean, this is also super old. This was from. This is all. And this is tiny. Wait, trim. That's not delete. I think we run 2, right? Pro tip: check after you delete. 10x engineer checking what we use after delete. It's like, yeah. Okay, it was not tmax scroll it's just like constantly running out of disk space. Did you know that we constantly run out of everything? Compute resources, things, stuff. Did you know you can support this crazy stuff of building a distribution in your home garage? The worst thing is, yeah, I mean, that's not one point. Why is this shit so shit, man? Oh wait, that's installed and it's. Yeah, we didn't run out of this disk space. The worst thing is, need to restart from scratch with this shit here. It's, yeah, we run out of disk space on my 2 terabyte. 2 terabyte, actually 4 terabyte. Yeah. But we have only 100. It's like, yeah, even this is already 80% full. I mean, that's only 180 gigabytes, so. Yeah, the worst thing is this starts from scratch. That's actually, we could theoretically. Yeah, but there's no rebuild stuff. This doesn't work like this. It's, yeah, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure this no rebuild doesn't do anything because we specify all the things on the command line. So this will not have an effect because there's no rebuild. I think only affects dependencies, no? Or does it? Former build was broken, skipped. Okay, maybe that does work like this. Okay, fair enough. The question then is what's being left of this. Because we run out of disk space after half of them again. The only constant is running out of disk space. Actually, we could. Actually, this feature is new. We could write T2 install now display short metadata for packages things, but is it newsworthy? Yeah. Yeah, you can spend your whole day on release stuff, right? Like polishing this docu, sending press release stuff like this, that, start another stuff like a day later. Again, a lot of this stuff probably builds with the build list cursed and stuff. Also, a lot of this stuff is old shit. Maybe some stuff we should delete. Download more disk space. It works for RAM too. Yeah. Double space. We already run this double space. Actually, maybe we don't. I'm not sure if it. Wait. Totally wrong here. Oh, here's something. Exascale build. Yay! Successful build. Oh, there's also psychobg stuff. I mean, hey, only 974 of previously not built shit to go. We need to. Did I not install BetterFS? Does somehow. Do we have an installer regression? I thought I had previously T2 installed with compression by default. I wonder if we broke this or something broke this. Where are we here? Even in 24 bloody %. I mean, finding, and even LLM will not find. I think we ask LLM, and LLM is like, nah. I mean, we could write there. I mean, for like, if we also address like professional T2 users, which hopefully we have more, then we could do here. What did I say before? Yeah, that's breaking news, right? Enable via long haul by default. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Shit. Pressed N instead of page down. That's not ideal. Wipe code edited icon, the most important icon cursor theme. I mean, we can, I mean, if we were like Oracle and we would indicate everything, we could include PowerPC optimization and ARM things, and but I mean, even on Phoronix, like the only newsworthy feature for Phoronix T2 theoretically added for support for Sen verse 6, right? It's like, yeah. It's only that's level, that's Phoronix level of, yeah. 58. Okay, there's all the coin things. Again, it makes no sense to list all kinds of random nonsense. It's probably the most important stuff but it's a little bit more, right? Initially, like, what have we even done? 1,000 things of nothing. Remove Dejo from Dejo. Oh. I mean, theoretically, I mean, even the most major things, I mean, theoretically fixed regression. Man, being ill after conference, not amazing. Theoretically, yeah, what's your take? How much more drivers, things? Oh, raid, toggle bit. Man, raid and run. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a wonderful stream. What were you up to? Shout out there to toggle bit. For everyone new here, we developed T2 Linux and we are today live streaming earlier. T2 here being this our ultra portable low code package manager and reference Linux distributions. That's the last to support only everything. Ironically, I also kind of came to an end here. I just a question for the audience: how many details do you even want? I mean, it makes like here's the most important stuff should be in release announcements. Here's this Penfrost things. Yeah, how many details do you want? What do you think is reasonable? What would you want it in there? We could even further, while our test build's still testing. This is running cache for LSO log files of cutting the stuff there. Also, actually, this is also wrong there, by the way. Yeah, potentially another 200 cache files. Yeah, what would you want in there from your Linux distribution, from your OS? Let's filter everything It's basically we don't need that then here anymore. We are Rust raiders and will rewrite everything with bad compatibility, so now you should use more tools to compile and debug everything. Cool. We will rewrite everything with bad compatibility. Are you joking or are you serious? Is that a meme? So basically start with stuff. Actually, we could here actually space, right? Look, because then we could even give that to ChatGPT. Hey, look, we're white coding. Look, mom, we're white coding. Bit sarcasm here. Okay. Yeah. Some. I mean, first this is stuff. Usually, nah. This hopefully is all right. Is this like 1,000 lines? Apparently it is. Maybe I should have checked this before asking AI. Look, we destroy the... We make open cross compilation only reproducibly. Yay! ARM and 6 refinement, broader things of... I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like AI, like that's not a major thing. Like this is minor things for, like like stability. Like this is the thing. Like AI will just hallucinate some random shit. If Mesa was stable, it's like that you stabilization, kernel boot fixes. Like what the fuck? Like this is completely pointless. Like this is the future of AI as pointless crap. Sorry, Trap, are you even here? So yeah, basically ask AI, get random shit. Like this is basically, I mean, it's something, it's just, I mean, no. Like it's just hallucinating shit here. There is no better package config integration. Like, yeah, this is basically bullshit. It's, yeah. Waste your tokens on AI, bullshit yourself. It's, yeah, there is in any near future not a great AI overload, you all. Thank goodness. This bubble needs to burst. So I guess that's kind of the main things until we find something better, right? Chat always hallucinates around facts. Cloud is a bit better. Get cloning stuff for yeah. Okay, pointless. Look, we have editors, we have Emacs, we have Kate, we have AI. Okay, so what's wording here doing? This tutorial marks a milestone. Continues to polish flick chip KDE plasma integration of the box split pick this tutorial continues to polish flagship KDE. flat pack integration and support. Oops. We had titanium. Did we have titanium before? Yeah. Oops. Okay, how many change sets? Okay, now we actually need to refresh that. Do I have here as we unlock stuff or here? Because we have a little bit more now. Here's only substitute for work is more work. So only substitute for free, totally free and outstanding. Added 1 or 2 Mesa drivers and you brought it back to life. Added tells you brought it back to life. Added cursor, see ChatGPT hallucinates on things. So we have here approximately 3,164 right now. Over. I mean, if we commit some more things for some hours, we probably reach that. How many updates? 3859. 3859. You know what? Until we release, we probably find some more. Issues fixed. 356. Nearly 366 over. Added 3,800. How can we have that many added? This makes kinda no sense. Huh? What do we grab here? Added. Oh, there is some strange typo. How did this get in there? Did I for a decade work with a typo? That's unsettling. 211. Improvements. The user is auto logged into the category. The user root password is password. Actually, we next to things, of course, things. The user is auto in the default. The user is auto logged into the KDE desktop. The user is auto logged into the KDE desktop and can finally install without entering the default user and root password is password. At least we did something. Yeah, amazing. That's still not fully finished, but at least something. Well, this is still meh. Oh, there's also some hit blast thing. Of which package was it? Hit blast. Look, Andre, more work. The Rockham need to be tested. Like, since we should test this more. Yeah. VFO, there is more. Oh, Arctic Fox? Arctic Fox patch doesn't. Seriously? We built the other day. Out of S we had TQ. That doesn't immediately ring a bell. I mean, some VDR and whatnot stuff either needs major update or delete. How many more new cache files did we gather? Yeah, this didn't. Maybe I do the Rockham. Like, Andre, you don't need to do the Rockham stuff. That's super long and cursed to build and stuff. And why do you spam their font things? Also, this is Comic Code. Which font are you using? No, this is Comic Code. Why does Bash Tony write? This is Comic Code. Okay, we have here some more building things. Yeah, if you don't know, don't speculate. Here, that's the font. It's a commercial font. Oh, thank you for the membership. That is so amazing. That keeps all our spirit high and daily coding here. Wait, did I just... Maybe I just Control-C that. Oops. 275. I can't hear a thing because I'm not using my phone, I'm just watching. Okay. Wait, somehow I pasted the font link wrong. Oh no, I didn't. That's indeed the font. Okay, oh, GNOME user doc. Maybe this... Yeah, maybe one last thing is we have so many people watching. Usually I had here some SED in place. Do we... How did we lose that? That's sad. We had here things like in place, glib C32, delete. We could even... What is the right syntax? What is usually commonly garbage inside there? Alright, CF and now we have the issue that we have probably some. There it was. So we have the issue that we have like some substituted single thing, MTST. Bloody shit! We probably need to filter MTST. That's getting too annoying. It's everything's just noise. How many do we have to review? 250. Let's quickly review. Does it look here halfway decent? So that's our cache dependencies. We auto cache those. Historically, they were a little bit garbage because I didn't care for decades. So now we made everything work great again. And okay, there is that needs optional things. I did this optional dependency things again and again. If you want, like basically we could SOF firmware SED SOF firmware reword things, and we could even file a GitHub issue, or you get 2023 much cleaner. So that's much cleaner of what improved auto detection we did the last years. That's exactly where we did this exercise here of building stuff. Yeah, this one here is meh. Need to look into this. That's... did I do this wrong? 96. So what I do here is, okay, glycine maybe. Oh, Ccache. Yeah, theoretically this needs to be more proper. This is basically, hopefully soon, recurringly soon, hopefully the last time. Vagrant also. Do we have Vagrant here? Do I delete? No, Vagrant. And yeah, recurrently, hopefully the last time I say this. Oh, Xan, how did we run out of space here for? Recurrently, hopefully the last time. Famous last words. One year ongoing. But yeah, soon really the last time. Except yesterday we added some regressions with libpaper for XML stuff of XMLTO, but it is what it is. In general, we are where we want to be. I mean, theoretically, the Zcash stuff is even real. I think we should not filter the Zcash stuff away. I think we should use it as a guidance to make sure the packages don't randomly use Zcash. They simply shouldn't do that. That's a bug of packages. Like, holy shit, damn, why does this stuff build so long? Not in parallel or what? Oh, no, it's a bit in parallel. What's this package doing then? Oh, it's compiling Rust shit. Of course it does. Yeah, must like, yeah, 2026, and you wait for why that build can look on Discord. Like, dude, you don't want to. My brain's not getting it. Verbose 42 install things. Start things of help for both things. You really want to improve our tooling, huh? Like this team perfection of, like, I mentioned something on stream. Okay. That's better. Oh, by the way, there is also some packages randomly use, and I'm not sure even how and why some packages randomly use Rust. So they shouldn't. But that's for others to further diagnose. So I see already, as you've seen, there are some here docbook things, which even is this here. This is even directly probably MenPage or whatnot. I guess we could make this like, increasingly we should get away, like, hopefully we soon grow to some 1,000 developer stuff, right? Because then we should obviously have everything as a GitHub issue and not my personal 1,000, like, lead 1,000 lines of to do. I have like to do for each tier I have that I care. You mean like one to do for T2 or one to do for each T2 subtier? 42, you have 2 to-dos and a temp one, so I added a lot of main ones. Okay, so yeah, if you want, like, so I work already 40 hours a week on T2. Stuff like this I sometimes need to commit. It's basically just like here 1 year later, mostly better. Like glycine maybe, if that triggers one patch, welcome. The glycine, yeah, maybe this is some really stupid icon, like maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe it's even using this, I don't know. Maybe it's some optional dependency stuff and whatnot. I mean, that's maybe even real, but probably optional. Basically, like here, actually this I had reverted the last time. Yeah, I saw this the last time already. This needs investigation. So I try, as you see, I try to filter the biggest random jump. This IAT is also, yes, that's a real one. This here is getting a little bit out of hand. Maybe we need to globally filter at least, I mean, kinda glibc 32, but kinder MTST and IAT, like this is just, I was at VIT, So yeah, this IAT, the problem with those things, I mean, Starship TZ data, na YOLO, not important, somehow strange, but not important. Most stuff here is real though, or optional dependencies. Oh wait, why did IAT not remove? I typo here. What was the name? Better stuff? Does someone remember the name of that packager I've been? Was it some commander? With MC or stuff? Nah, should may percent have been. Back, now I can hear you using the phone. Happy to hear that. I mean, some stuff here is like puts whatever. It's like, I don't, it's not my department. I mean, LVM is maybe sus, maybe not, maybe, I don't know. It's not important enough for me. Like with so many things, yes, could be investigated. I guess one day we will figure that out. Oh, there was TC data. Was it paragraph is of? Why does some stuff not TZ data? Maybe does stuff that does TZ data. Here, I think one thing we renamed, like maybe that doesn't even exist anymore. Maybe that's real. I think we had their, as usual, we had their package that was, like we had this duplicated. I thought I SED'd all of the files. Did I forget that? So again, mostly good. Yeah, some random parsing is probably okay, if not some patch. Also the OP. Yeah, this is probably out of space. Not ideal. I could rebuild this now, but yeah, this stuff here, meh. I mean, it was used, so maybe real, maybe optional, maybe VTK. I don't know. Maybe if not, then it would, as usual, it would be good to investigate any of those, but that are 250. Dell things, VCS, it's a PC version. No, I'm not just deleting this Pi version thing from Olno. Oh, this is 3 years newer, better. That's amazing. If it was used, it was used. It also, like, it's too unimportant to globally delete here. So some XFS are not. I think I had reverted this previously. This was somehow strange. It's not worth my time today. Keep alive day mono. Nah. maybe that's even real, needs optional dependency. Guacamole server, I've no idea. I mean, if it uses free RDP, it probably was there. Patch welcome, maybe optional. And there's Kerberos 5, probably optional, but alright, I had this here is shared file stuff. I know this from yesterday. This thing did install this, I kid you not, the thing sub-vendor the whole of MariaDB. It's ridiculous, you cannot mix this shit up. That's maybe a typo. Is that maybe a typo Foxtrot fixed last night. Let's be erase minimal. This is so stupid. You know what? Maybe we should delete the stupid package. Maybe we should not have stuff that's just waste of time. It's basically useless for next to nothing. Where are we? 61. Oh, holy shit, is that much? Oh, here, 16 years later, this shit finally builds again. Can we have some tenor things of yay? That's what we're here for. This check, of course, probably optional. The thing is, I'd rather do this things than next time here. Yeah, not probably. Maybe someone manually tweaked this. It's yeah. How far are we? Oh, here, 16 years later, live. 16 years. Holy shit, is that much? Imagine other distributions manually curating this. Like how many 10,000 developers you need to go through all this stuff. Just reviewing here, this here. I mean, this handbrake is probably sus. It's built like this, right? Made Wayland session. Yeah, next time we need to improve this. It's just I don't have time for that today. Like today, just skip some things. And that's how you 10x engineer, right? Like learn Unix things proper. Like there is no UI thing that manually going through shit with Kate and Dolphin, and it's like no. Like here, there's even 50% reviewed. Also, like pro tip, always review all your changes, especially if you automate this. Some Gradle, Java Deer tree. YOLO probably. I mean, I deleted this yesterday. We need to review this. It probably tried to touch this, but it shouldn't. And PE things of something. Yeah, I think it tried to use it. I think this is something that Linux can use, and the cabled stuff. We basically run cabled something. Do I look window manager? I don't care, Rohop. I only care to get stuff done. Like just give me a terminal. Right now I use KDE just to test our own stuff, which is. I mean, actually, to be fair, this Kwin. I mean, except there's some flickering that totally sucks. The next time I upgrade KDE, I probably will look into how I can make this capture, redraw shit go away, which is hilarious. And it's like, we don't need 2,500 Linux distributions. We need a couple of good Linux distributions. And why are up tuning into things? Please review. I need to urgently move on with actually running my business. Hey, here's that thing even built. Yay. Basically, I rush through this. I want to commit this and then go for lunch and run my company. Because at the end of the day, I also need to earn some money. Although I appreciate all your shares, likes. And yeah, the more you Patreon and stuff and super think. Here, we fixed this the other day, right? The main big rebuild I only triggered when Andre spotted this opglib, and we fixed this opglib stuff globally. That was globally wrong. So like we better rebuild everything. And as usual with this big rebuild, the big rebuild is vastly better. Surprise. And just shows our years of hard work here of polishing this. Because of this historically sucked in KDE, and only now Steam of Tool. Oh, that's an amazing super thing there. Thank you so much for your support. I highly appreciate this. I appreciate every dollar. Like, I'm not even asking for much, right? Like just some dollar or so converted to your local currency and things. That's already so amazing. And I'm totally aware a lot of people don't have that much to give, so every dollar is amazing. And the good thing is, like here, that's a little bit not sure what that there is, but yeah. Okay, so this package, I've seen that. Yeah, this does something stupid. Maybe, yeah, this depends on everything, and maybe it runs. It does something completely stupid. I should literally not even fix this. Okay, it's in the make files or whatnot. Yeah, that's completely. It does something completely silly. That urgently needs to be fixed. But not by me today. So yeah, basically, I never used i3. I used Hyperland before. But I wanted to say arguably Kwin works better for me, except this capture flickering, like Pipewire works a little bit better. So it's not like people always like, but Hyperland and this and that is like, or like actually also with like monitor detection things, like Hyperland does sometimes not reconfigure my display, or otherwise crashes and things. So it's not like Kwin is completely bad, right? So basically that's like my number 2 pro tip after read the fucking manual with all the things, like stop distro and like stop distro hopping, just use T2 Linux, but also stop in general, stop editor hopping, just handbrake. Did I not SED this? Maybe I didn't restart things. IAT, did I know it? Okay, I probably didn't restart this. Where are we? We are at 25%. Yay. Let's do this here one more time. Yeah, no handbrake anymore. How many percent did I say? 30, 35? Oh, that's so much. Holy shit. Oh, here's also something says. LPairs. Yeah, so all those packages need to be fixed. They do crazy shit. They run find over the whole system or some crazy shit like this. Here we have been somewhere. Hated font in that fucking hated font. Which one? This font. This is Comic Code. It's probably not even a decade old. You probably mix this with something. You probably mix this with Comic Sans. This is Comic Code. This is Comic Code for professionals who need to fix bugs all day. So yeah, don't distro hop, don't window manager hop. Yeah, why do we not have the Linux desk? Why do we not have the Linux desktop? Because we have 2,500 distributions that all suck. Plus, yes, this is Comic Code. That's not Comic Sans. Plus window managers, right? Like one more window manager will not fix the Linux desktop. Sure, everyone can start a hobby project, but it's not like people constantly need to switch to everyone's other hobby project. I don't randomly. I only switch to Sway. Before my early YouTube live streams, I just used Blackbox because like just give me some good old working stuff. And then I switched to Sway only to test the Wayland stuff. And then I only switched to Hyperland because I wanted some better looking animations for Linux influencing stuff. And then like so every 2 or 3 years, I switched mostly for better streaming visuals. And I never was. Sway and Hyperland were okay, but Hyperland is also like really not that amazing. Like the maintenance of ever changing, even the configuration stuff is hilarious, and so on and so forth. Enlightenment, Word Manager, Word Viewer. Seriously, that's a little bit sus. The rest is probably okay-ish, but Word Viewer, I don't know you all. Here's also probably out of Word Viewer, nothing. Yeah, don't. Yeah, stop using every small random. Like, we should normalize not taking everyone's random hobby project too seriously and just get work done. Like, stopping distro and window manager hopping makes you basically more productive, like immediately, of not wasting, like focus, stop wasting your time of superficial whatnot things. And I don't like animations and neon colors things more, that's why I never use type. Well, I configured some things down. The animations just look better on video, right? Like, if we want to switch people to Linux, this stuff needs to amazing, like aka sexy. Like, this stuff needs to work stable and look sexy and stuff. That's this word viewer did some random things of okay, never mind. Needs some fixes there. Yeah, but shit. Hyperlink was okay. I mean, and that's the thing. Do we need Sway and Hyperlink? No. Like, they're pretty similar projects. Yeah, it's ridiculous, right? Not invented here. Everyone needs their own opinionated fork stuff. What's the resisting elix of meh? That's also a little bit sus. Needs. I mean, maybe it has optional Qt support. How should I know? It's not for today. Yeah, not every small project needs to be used everywhere, and stop randomly switching stuff. Like, just settle. Like, only switch if some really good publication shows that it's really good or whatnot. Like, that's this Ghidra. Oh, this build! Holy shit, this bloody build! Like, we built Ghidra. Now we are NSA backdoor infested here. Good that we cached this dependency. Yeah, I probably run out of disk space. Access is just there. This is a set. Not random things. I think we're mostly there, right? 12. Mostly there. 12%. Libres Rest. Ghidra is Rust in Python. I think Ghidra probably use that. If not, but welcome. Did I revert this already, or is it Intel IPMD? I think I reverted this yesterday, maybe not yet today. I'm aware that there are some false positives, but better, like also here, this GNU pod stuff, obviously optional dependencies. But I cannot do even more right now. I urgently need to continue with business. I'm not even joking. As usual, I did already more than I kinda should. Mostly motivated by Andre's patches of getting this processed, and before I sit here alone and do all of this stuff here alone. Right, this here is also, this depends on everything. I think this scans all man pages. I kid you not. My man, whatever. Actually, maybe that's even wrong there. Graph is, I previously probably reverted this. It's probably a lot of Qt things. Yeah, you see I scroll over that and still miss stuff. The rest is hopefully, like, basically don't delay review this too. So it's basically as much as I can review it now. It's again not ideal. In an ideal world we should spend even more time, and in an ideal world we should immediately continue marking all the optional dependencies, but in today's world I need to take care of my company now and go for lunch first. Yeah, one more round of this. Steadily we clean this. It's overdue. We do this for a reason, because Cheater thinks typo in my commit message. You need longer sentence than typo. I guess you can only assume you mean head. One more re-round, yes. So true, one more round. What would I do without oral? Like, Andre and Kuluk here, the best proofreaders you could have of all of Twitch. One more round of Oh man, I need to learn to type. Okay, I need to run. I'm so busy like you. Yeah, if you have better release message, founded typos, all the other stuff, Formula 1 reaction times, totally yes. So that's so amazing. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't delay. Test T2. Stop distro hopping. Like, stop distro hopping. Try to do, and what's not amazing, let us know, because we are on a serious mission to make T2 completely usable, everyone's desktop distribution.
Code in the blood.